What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I am so excited to announce this partnership, but first there's construction going on behind me, so if you hear loud noises, I'm sorry. I can't really help that, but I hope my condenser mic does its job. YugiOhDaily.com has a mission, and that's to fill the shoes left in the community by Yu-Gi-Oh singles. They don't care as much about their profit ranges or that kind of thing. They care about getting the customer the cheapest cards they can possible, as well as also trying to make margins to build their brand and then up their volume so that they make those slim margins grow in profit while bringing you the best prices. Look at this. Zeus has been out for a bit. $55. Also, code WhatsGood5 will be working on this site for the first 2 months. After that, it's going to go away and become an affiliate link because they want to offer the best prices possible to everybody. They don't want you to have to know a code. They don't want you to have to. They want you to come here, see the prices, and be like, yeah, this is freaking good. And I understand that. So in the future, you can still support the channel without that. But for now, get yourself an even cheaper price on these already cheap prices. Now about them, these are YCS level vendors who have been sitting around. There's not events. And they said, you know what? Look at the game. You always have these international boxes moving in, but you never see US print going out. And so many people in my comment section go, you know what? I wish I could get North American print. I wish I could get this print over in Europe. And they're doing it at some of the most affordable cost. They're using DHL shipping, which is amazing. You should be familiar with it now during the crush card times. I've used DHL many times from Japan, from Europe. So now going outwards, $35 DHL Express for international. And if you're in the USA, it's free shipping on singles or sealed, $25 and up. So definitely looking at both markets and deciding, hey, we want to do some good. Phantom Rage sealed booster cases are at $630. I understand why people are like, is this site real? These deals, they seem really good. Yes, they're real. They're reputable, they have refs within all the groups, and we're looking at $630 on release. This is usually the hookup price. This is usually the, what's in the set? Will it turn out good? Gee, I don't know. They're taking those slim margins after the fact, and $57 boxes shipped to your front door. That's pretty much unheard of, and period. Like, they're shipping the single boxes this way. They're wanting the slimmest of margins to make their name, and even taking an L in some of these situations right now to grow their brand. Definitely take advantage of that and get to know this website. On top of that, their Starlight Rares, Zeus at $400. I've seen this sell at $500. $400 is a great price, and then code WhatsGood5 is going to work for now. And then the other Starlights, not the most crazy competitive, but at the same time, they're looking at splitting their margins out, and that's why Zeus is probably going to sell out after this video, and Alpha is gone before I've even got a chance to shout this place out. I'm really excited for what they intend for the community. I'm really excited to see them grow and not care about the market prices and be competitive and adjust. So I want you guys to go check this out, and I really hope we get that kind of warping feel, because Tier 0 has that effect, but at times they sell out, they sell out, they sell out, and where Yu-Gi-Oh! Daily, they plan to get to that level of being able to crush things and really fill those shoes that Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles left us. Speaking of Phantom Rage, over on TCG Player, AA Zeus is quite a bit more expensive at $66, and Alpha's at $64, but this is down from throughout the weekend. Do keep in mind, we're still in the pre-sale week. This is week 0. Now, Thursday, just tomorrow, we're gonna see OTS stores actually open, be able to sell, and then you're going on Friday, see it mass released. So you're going to see a ton more quantities. You're seeing only 26 listers, 30 listers, 24 on some of these. That's going to bump to 50, 70, 100 listers. It's not going to be this much slimmer competition. A lot of this will bottom out further, but that's also the range where you see, okay, I was waiting, and the demand hits, and sometimes that's going to spike a card. So we're going to see the quantity versus the demand, how it's going to go, who was waiting, and what the prices are going to turn out to be. Tri-Brigade's looking to get more and more affordable right now. Other cards falling out. I feel like Wording Point has that overhyped feel, as many secret rares do when they first come out and they simmer down. Get Out being one. You can't always use player brain in order to determine where the market's going to go, and reading a card in it sounding nice doesn't always mean it's going to be nice, but definitely a card a lot of people are looking out for. I think Virtual World has high potential myself in the future, but not immediate. There's so much going on with Phantom Rage, but the immediate impact is top heavy. There's people projecting Zeus to go down, Zeus to go up. I personally don't know. I think between the Starlights being so nice, the big boy vendors are making their money off the Starlights, because those are home runs when we're talking multiple above $300 Starlights. That is nice for your estimated value back when you have 2 chase cards above 60, so I could see some little sizzle down in terms of those prices, but do keep in mind with new ratios, this is an average of 2.4 per case without short printing. That means you're not seeing a playset of Zeus in every case. You're not seeing an alpha playset in every case. You're having to open multiple cases to get there, and that could create a kind of thirst trap in the community for these down the road, especially with people going for playsets of alpha. We'll have to see the ceiling of these cards, where they're going to go, but definitely an interesting look at the early, right before the storm of quantities hitting the market prices. Emergency Teleport has gone even further up, and that's because you have the Datascape / Virtual World, and you also have the Mutants wanting to look at this card and people hyping it up. Oh, Mutants will get more support, they'll get good, you'll see. People invest like that. I do think Emergency Teleport's an amazing card. I do think that there's a reason it's been limited, unlimited, limited, unlimited. It's had a crazy Yu-Gi-Oh history. People are wondering if the ban list will they use it to sell future mutants or to help sell this set? What if they have, ban lists are always speculation, but what if they have, unlimited it in advance if they had that plan? Guys? Don't you think, what happened with Rusty Bardish? Yes. They already knew it was coming. They could have hinted at it. People could have even assumed it would just be for Virtual World. If Konami was going to do it, I think they would have done it last list. But again, ban lists are always speculation. What are you guys thinking? Are you digging into Emergency Teleports? I got the word today. Emergency Teleport first set is down to 165. That's just called buy list fallout, boys. Like, whenever there's a buyout and there's a fallout to the buyouts, yeah, it's down, guys. Nah, it's still far up. Invoked Macabre is in a lot of people's conversations. We see Alistair the Invoker. He is the last alternate art gold rare. I hope I'm saying the right card. The regular 1,000 effect monster that you summon and you go and grab Invocation. That guy has an alternate art in gold series as the last one. It got leaked in Facebook groups today. So we see Macabre is one of the last pieces that got reprinted long ago, and now people want multiple copies. It also was getting bought in order to go against Dogmatica, because people would send Nova to summon Macabre or within Dogmatica. So Invoked Macabre, I would be looking at those super rares right now. Its market price is up, and even though it's slightly under market price, the quantities are going and they're selling, and it's definitely something to consider right now as they are. I get so many people asking me, what do you think Eldritch is going to fall down to? And it's fallen to 60 here. I do think it will fall further, but I don't think it's going to fall as much as a lot of people think. I broke down that vendors are basically spending $2 per maximum gold rare when it comes to this set, and even though a ton of it's going to be open, I could see the secret maybe staying around 45. A lot of these, when they only get one reprint, and it's not the easiest reprint to get, they stick up there. So I could definitely see this guy sticking around 45, unfortunately, and maybe the gold version initially going for like 30 or something like that. It's definitely going to be one of the chase cards of the set, along with Infinite Impermanence. How many times are we going to say Infinite Impermanence? How many times are we going to say that is a chase card? I wonder how many times we're going to say that in the future from here. But Eldritch, definitely another one of them, and I see it kind of being the one where, oh, I got the value of my pack back, I got Golden Lord. This has always been one of my favorite collectible cards. I got a PSA 9 a while back, and when we're looking through here today, my Discord noticed there's one seller at 17 from zero feedback. Before you see it, it is $70. It is similarly $70 over here on eBay for for the lowest English. I actually wasn't that aware that there were, and maybe I've just forgotten in one ear out the other languages like French and German for the PCY, though. It's definitely my favorite art of Kuriboh. It's a collectible. It's unique from back in the day. I remember when it first released, there was so much misinformation about quantities, and it would be $160 for one of these at locals. Well, it seems a little bit of nostalgia goggles for another one of Yugi's cards, as this has really been solidly up here and kind of crazy. I really regret not building my personal collection army, you know, give in to my inner weeb and go, yes, I want 100 of these so I can do a multiply meme one day. Could have bought them all at $5, guys. If only you can see the future. Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon Secret Rares are really up here, and it has a reprint announcement, but yet they're not floating back to the market. People are kind of surprised that's not happening, and here's kind of why. A lot of people only spent $6 on this that sat aside forever. They want to play it in whatever Phantom Knight version they're playing. They're not that vested in the selling. So the people who might have bought extra copies before the reprint announcement, well, they might still be coming in and that sort of thing. That's why there's not an immediate cool-off. And there's straight up Legendary Hero Decks common version of it at 30 cents. So I don't think the reprint necessarily will affect the most top-heavy version, even though another version's coming, because you already have a budget alternative. It's more that this is a first edition, secret, original. It goes with, you know, the whole era. And when we're looking at this kind of stuff, well, the new Challengers version is also going up for Dark Rebellion. Like, this guy, little bit iconic to Yu-Gi-Oh! And we see the first editions here at 75, and the unlims are pretty much gone. So you might want to hop on that, of course, using that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying if you're hunting ghost rares, because if this disappears, it's going to take a long time to come back down, and I do think eyes will start to be on this, especially with how wonky the market's getting. But the reprint is coming from Ghost from the past, and it'd be kind of cool if it got a matching ghost rare to Rebellion, but I don't think that necessarily that would be one of the best ways to sell the set either. And finally, a little bit of a collector rare discussion. Chaos Space, for its unlimited collector rare, has been doing pretty well. This is interestingly up against market price, and then it's kind of not that big of a gap versus the first edition. This is one of those cards, again, that we wrap back to that conversation. Player brain doesn't equal market brain. I think this is an amazing card. I think it has a really great future. I think the super rare is an amazing penny stonk for what it is, but does that mean it will take off? Does it mean it will have its time? Amazing card, amazing card. But gosh dang, is it struggling to really, you know, capture the hearts of duelists. But the unlimited collector rare is very notable on how it's acting versus a lot of other unlimited collector rares that have done nothing but sink and go down. So what do you guys think of Chaos Space in general? I know Moist Critical can ruin the market on that card at any time, unironically. But what do you guys think of what's happening with that among all the following collector rares? And do you think collector rares have much of a future, as we're about to get 15 more of them? Wonder what they are here in December. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out YugiOhDaily.com. This site, I think, is really going to change Yu-Gi-Oh! In the future, and for the better. Making cards cheaper for everybody is great. And again, the discount code's only going to last for about 2 months here. Use it for Gold Series, for this stuff. Make sure you're getting in on some of the cheapest prices, because they're even cheaper from now.